we have 7 days to eat king cakes between now and Fat Tuesday.
Yes, we've got Rebecca Wadier with Bread by Beck in our Studio 10 kitchen this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm excited to have you this morning because I've seen you all over my newsfeed on Facebook, and now we actually get to try your king cakes. This is really cool. So before we get started, tell me about what you got this morning. There are 2 king cakes already made, but there's a difference in the king cakes.
Yeah, so this year I am doing the traditional colors of Mardi Gras, but also came up with one that is just the Mobile colors. Mobile's official colors are purple and gold only. And so I've got a cake that has the purple and gold sprinkles, purple and gold beads, and then we have a special pendant bead from Mobtown merch that has Mobile on it and the year of our original Mardi Gras.
So cool. Now this king cake is truly all Mobile if you do love a Mobile Mardi Gras and you want to order one today. Lucky for you, we're going to show you how she does these king cakes. So you've already got the cake part, but we've got to add the good stuff to it too, right?
Yeah, so we're going to add cream cheese filling and frosting.
Okay, so what do we have here? Tell me about this process because we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, so this is the king cake bread. It starts out as like a yeast dough, and then it's got a cinnamon sugar paste that we roll up into it and then put it into an oval shape and bake it.
Nice. So the key to this is cutting it in half and then adding that cream cheese that we know and love in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started on it this morning. This looks really, really nice. Just with that cut, I can tell that your dough is super moist. And so that's a big part and a big key of a good king cake for a lot of people, right?
Yeah, I'm adamantly opposed to dry king cakes. So,
so you will have a good doughy king cake if you want to order one today. Tell me how you got started with baking and king cakes and where that passion came from.
Yeah, baking really, I've done it my whole life. I'm one of 6 kids, so there's always help or cooking and baking to help with in life. And then my family, my mom, both my grandmothers, everybody loved to cook and bake. So I kind of picked that up from there. And then I worked with Atlanta Bread Company for a long time. Learned a lot about baking there as well, and particularly about king cakes and king cake season. And kind of started my own thing a few years ago now. And I knew that king cakes could be a hot item. So through some trial and error, came up with my own recipe, and the rest is history.
When Atlanta Bread was still here in Mobile, my mom would always say, those are my favorite. They were just always so delicious. And so I'm excited to try yours, to see your spin on it. Do you just make king cakes, or are you doing something year round too?
I do other things year round. I have a jalapeno cheddar bread. It's probably my best seller. And then a caramel stuffed chocolate chip cookie and brownies, a little bit of everything.
Okay, so you will be back on Studio 10 so we can try some of those. So we've got the cream cheese filling. Before we top it off with that bread, is it just cream cheese in there, or do you add some good stuff there?
So this one is just cream cheese, which I think is the best. That's the most popular one. But then I also have Bavarian. A lot of people like to add a fruit flavor with the cream cheese, so they'll do cream cheese and strawberry or apple, lemon, blueberry. And I've also got pecans.
Oh, delicious. So if someone's watching, they want to go ahead and order their king cake for maybe this weekend or to have in time for Fat Tuesday. You're saying you need to do it now. And how can they do that?
They can go to breadbybeck.com or find me on Facebook, Instagram. It's Bread by Beck across the board. And I'm still taking orders, but I am filling up. So
now is the time, folks, if you want a Bread by Beck king cake. I can't wait to try it. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. When we come back, we're going to frost it. Is that right?
Yep.
All right, Joe will handle that next on Studio 10.
We are back in the Studio 10 kitchen with Rebecca from Bread by Beck. Now, your dough looks different. We've had so many different king cake makers here on the show. Your dough looks a little bit different. Can you tell us a little bit about how you make it?
I can't tell you my secret ingredients,
but
yeah, it's a pretty basic yeast dough. I do have a few steps that I think help make it soft.
Oh, okay.
But I can't disclose them.
And that's, you know, Chelsea had mentioned it earlier. That's one of the keys too. Is no one wants a dried out king cake. Of course, you can put cream cheese and stuff like that. But if the dough is also nice and moist, it really helps the king cake in general. So tell us what you're doing right now.
Right now I am putting the buttercream frosting on top of this king cake.
So it was cream cheese in the middle and buttercream frosting all throughout the top.
Yeah, it's vanilla buttercream. I make it myself.
Oh, so let's talk a little bit about that. You were telling me during the commercial break here that you started your company about 2 years ago. Tell us how it's been going and what the viewers need to know about Bread by Beck.
It's been going really good. I started out with just, friends and family, and it kind of spread from there, and it just has kept spreading. I do a lot of pop-up events throughout the year, particularly around downtown, a few of the breweries and at Art Walk and stuff like that. And I do yeast breads and brownies. I think we talked about that earlier.
Sure.
A bunch of different stuff throughout the year.
And if people want to get some of your fantastic stuff, where can they find you?
They can find me at breadbybeck.com. Right now I only have king cakes listed on the menu, but normally I will have my full menu up there. And then Facebook and Instagram, Bread by Beck.
And time is running out for king cakes. You've already made, you told me, what, like 1,000 or so?
I'm on track to make 1,000 before the season ends. So
That is amazing. So if you want to get your orders in, are you putting a cutoff on it, or are you just saying get it in as soon as possible?
I don't really have a cutoff, but there's a limit to what I can make in a day. So
Right.
some days are filling up as we get closer to Fat Tuesday.
All right, well, if you want a fantastic king cake, I can't wait to try this one out. Also, you may have seen in the first segment, I really liked how she did the Mobile colors only with the Mobtown merch there in just the purple and gold. So that was really a unique spin on it too. Great stuff. Can't wait to try the king cakes here. It is king cake season. We are a week from Fat Tuesday. Rebecca, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you for the sprinkles and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Now.
Welcome back to Studio 10 on this Tuesday. We've got Rebecca Wadier in our studio. She is the owner and operator of Bread by Beck. And this morning, you are finishing up your king cake. Oh, delicious. All right, so last time, if you were here with us, she frosted it. So now you're just brushing it with water. What's the technique for that?
Yeah, it's just like a slight little bit of water. It kind of smooths the frosting out and helps the sprinkles stick.
Ah, okay. So obviously sprinkles a big part. Are you going with the Mobile cake, or are you going to add the green in there?
Let's do the Mobile one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, really, really cool if you want to try that. For folks who are just now tuning in, I've been asking you, this business venture is fairly new for you. Tell me about where your love for baking came from and why you chose to start doing king cakes this year.
I've baked pretty much my whole life, kind of did it as a career for a long time. Not kind of, did it as a career for a long time. And I had an injury that kind of broke my leg, left me where I couldn't really do the lifting and the weight that I was doing before, like on the industrial level. So I was trying to get creative and figure out something I could do, and knew I could bake. So this is where I'm at.
This is so cool. And so this is the Mobile king cake, but this is the finished product. If someone orders, they will get the fancy bead and the baby, of course, too. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm going to slice this one. So.
Delicious. I'd love to try it out. Tell the folks at home to other king cakes that you make, that you sell.
Yeah, so I make, this is the cream cheese one, but also I have strawberry cream cheese, blueberry cream cheese. I have a bunch of fruit flavors, and then I have a praline candied pecan and a Bavarian.
Do you have a most popular?
There's just the regular cream cheese is the most popular, this one.
And I see why. So delicious. So tell folks at home how they can order one today.
You can go to breadbybeck.com. That's the easiest way to do it. You can see all the flavor options, prices, all that stuff. You can also find me on Facebook or Instagram. It's just Bread by Beck, and Beck is B-E-C-K.
This really does have almost a different taste than any other king cake I've tried. Like, it's really nice.
I have some certain spices that I put in the bread dough that I really like, and I think that's one of the things that people like about it.
It is so delicious and so good, but different, which I really, really enjoy. So I promise you're going to love this if you love king cakes. Go ahead, visit her on her socials. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to have her back on because she doesn't only do king cakes. She's got a lot of other good goodies that you can try too. So we'll have her on Studio 10 here in the near future. Jen, I've got a piece of king cake just for you.
Oh, I'm very excited to try it. I think it's only been, what, 3 days since I probably had a slice of king cake. We are in Mardi Gras season. It's in full swing.